Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Lara and this is Inner Goddess Guidance. Inner Goddess Guidance is for people who are dedicating themselves to a path of intentional healing for a better life, to claim your life as your own and really head in the direction that you want to head, so that you can feel fulfilled. So thank you for joining me. If this is the first time you're joining me, you might want to look back at the beginnings video. We'll explain to you the way that I formatted this, how to use the tools, specifically the journal, and how to use the journal, because this is all about your journey. We use a journal to help keep track of that, sort of like a travel journal. So we're just going to start today together. So I'd like to start today by saying the invocation, just to make a sacred space together. Dear Spirit of the universe of love and light, please be with us in this time and place as we focus our collective intention on gaining wisdom and guidance for our journey toward healing and self-mastery. We ask for open hearts and minds to receive the messages that will serve our highest and greatest good in the service of love in all forms. With deep gratitude, thank you. So I'm going to trust Spirit today, that Spirit will guide us in the messages. I have some things that I really have thought about that I want to say and discuss, but I just want to see what happens when I allow Spirit to determine what we're going to talk about. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull an Inner Goddess Guide, or what do we call this? Goddess Oracle card. And this is by Amy Sophia Marashinsky, illustrated by Frana Janto. That is the deck that I am using, and the book. By the way, this book is fabulous. I'm not using all of the pieces of it. When I read, I will start with the poem. I'll tell you a little bit about the background of the card and the meaning of the card. But what they do in the book is provide as well a ritual suggestion that aligns with that goddess energy. And I have found the rituals to be very beautiful. Maybe there will be a way to work those in to the channel at some point. And we'll see in the future. Today we're just going to ask Spirit to please tell us which goddess energy we are working with today. Oh, wow, that was fast. Okay. Oshun, sensuality. I love how her name, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right, Oshun. But notice, I noticed right away how she's sitting in waves, and it reminds me, her name sort of sounds like ocean. It's sensuality. Sensuality. Ocean. In your journal, as you take it out, have your journal ready to take notes, you might think about, as I'm pulling out the reading and getting there, just when you hear sensuality and you write down ocean in your journal, sensuality, what that brings to mind, just one or two words. You might think about how you feel about sensuality. I'm very comfortable. I feel very sensual in the world. Maybe you would like to improve sensuality. Maybe you'd like to think more deeply about it. Write a quick definition of where you're at currently with that understanding of that word, or the meaning of that for you in your life. So Oshun, sensuality. Oh, let me delight you with beauty, so that the eye may dance with joy. Let me seduce you with sense, so that your nose inhales pleasure. Let me tantalize your taste till your tongue quivers. Let me caress you with sound that makes your ears sing and sing. Let me touch your body with waterfall music, and adorn your beauty with golden bracelets and honey and perfume. And when all is experienced, when all your senses have been given play, when your spirit from the stars connects in a blissful way with your body from the earth, then you will know sensuality. Oshun, yeah, it's Oshun, the Brazilian Macumba, goddess of the waters, rivers, streams, brooks, is known for her love of beautiful things. She loves to adorn herself, especially in yellow and gold. Her rites at watery places include honoring her with honey and pennies, copper. Her necklace of cowrie shells symbolizes her knowledge and power in divination. It is said that the women dedicated to Oshun carry the special gift of their goddess. They walk and dance in the most tantalizing and provocative ways. In their walk is the flow of the river. None can escape their charms. Meaning of the card. Oshun appears seductively in your life and cajoles you into remembering and honoring your sensuality. Wholeness is nourished by focusing your attention and time on your body, respecting and giving play to your senses and your sensuality. Oshun is here to tell you that it is time for sensuality. She invites you to follow her lead. That's beautiful. It makes me tingle just to read it. It reminds me about how sensuality is very much about living in the moment. I mean, there's this intention, right? Like I got up and I got dressed today. I took a shower, washed my hair, went through my ritual of getting ready so that I can bring myself and my sort of sensuality, my essence to the day. But we're also at play with our day. It's important to sort of savor it, right? To savor the sights, the sounds, the sensations, and really delight in them. Take time to savor them. I was thinking about, as I was getting ready today, I always think about what I'm wearing, what I put on, and take time to really, especially lately, as I claim this divine feminine definition for myself, I'm taking far more time and care. And it's not about really what anybody else thinks. It's about me expressing this inner light. I want it to come out. And I love jewelry. I've collected quite a bit of it. It's ironic because today, although I have this scarf on, I do have a necklace underneath, as you can see, and it's got shells in it. Shells. Anyway, and she adorned herself with the shells. I also think of one of my favorite people ever. I sort of channel her and see her as the divine feminine that I admire, and that was Frida Kahlo. And Frida Kahlo was a very sensual woman. There's nothing like the way she sort of claimed herself and even accentuated things about herself that other people, even today, can find unattractive. She had facial hair on her upper lip, for example. But her divine masculine, her beloved, who was Diego Rivera, the famous muralist from Mexico, he loved that about her. And when she would paint herself, she would purposely sort of accentuate that. She also had eyebrows that grew very close together, and she accentuated that. She sort of claimed her sensuality. And the thing is that she's still known as one of the most beautiful women in Mexican history. And what made her beautiful was her ease with who she was and allowing that to come out. before I started this channel, I had this beautiful dream. I want to tell you about it quickly, and then we'll pull a healing card for the day and write we'll write our affirmation. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. The dream I had was that I was walking in a garden, and there was this beautiful arbor. And it was a beautiful garden, abundant with flowers, and it was gorgeous. It was a sunny day. And sitting underneath the arbor was a table, and it was set with beautiful place settings. But what was important is that around the table were about 12 very strikingly beautiful women. And they were sitting and eating, and they invited me over to join them. And I was very self-conscious. I I looked down at myself, and in the dream noticed that I was not wearing any pants, and I only had one shoe. And I thought, my God, these women are dressed to the nines. They're all radiantly beautiful. Their hair is done impeccably. I am in no condition to join their ranks. They all got up and started to file into a cottage along a path. And the last woman to go in, I sort of was following them. The last woman to go in turned around to invite me in. And I looked down at myself in sort of shame and shock. And I was about to say, but I'm not prepared. I can't come in yet. And then in the dream, I realized what was happening. And I looked up with this recognition to look at her, and I said, is this the divine feminine? And she disappeared. And it was after that that I really started to, daily wake up and say, you know what, I don't care if I'm leaving the house or not. I feel better when I take a half an hour to make myself feel great. And it's not about if I leave the house and look good. It's about how I move through my day. So sensuality takes many forms, right? And who you are in expressing your sensuality, the way you interact with your space around you, listening to beautiful music, taking a bath, surrounding yourself with beautiful smells and odors, flowers, your jewelry, your attention to beauty, and just having your focus be on how am I bringing beauty, interacting with beauty in my life? Am I noticing the beauty that's around me? Am I taking time to really savor that beauty? Am I taking time to express myself outward as if I am the divine is expressing through me? So after that dream, what I claimed was, I didn't feel ready in the dream to join their ranks, but I was going to make every effort in my waking hours to really deserve a seat at that table. There you go. So think about sensuality today. So we're going to pull a healing card and see if we can make a connection between our healing and sensuality. So please, oops, I'm not going to take those. I'm going to turn them back around and try that again. You can see I'm not a tarot reader. Okay, so please give us, Spirit, one healing card to guide us today through our day as we consider our sensuality, seeing the sensuality around us, feeling our own sensuality as we interact with life. Just one card, please. I think it's this one. Okay. Examine your personal interactions. Determine whether you are someone who's always giving to others, but who feels unnoticed or unappreciated. If this applies to you, it may be because you have a private agenda to seek love that's built into your motivation to be of service. Your goal, to examine whether your interactions with others leave you empowered or disempowered. Your goal, to determine whether your interactions with others leave you empowered or disempowered. So it's interesting because this card is very much about our interactions with the physical environment, right? Our noticing beauty and bringing beauty in. And this one's asking us to consider that how our interactions with other people are impacting us, how it's making us feel. You know, I'm not so sure today how to combine these two for an affirmation. So I'm really feeling like you could set an affirmation that is either focused on your interactions with others and how they're making you feel, or focus on your interactions with the world and how that's making you feel. I guess if we wanted to combine the two for an affirmation, we might say something like, I allow myself to become aware of how the world and my interactions with the world are making me feel. I seek positive interactions with the world. I seek to savor the moments of pleasure, right? Because this one is about, you know, how we're interacting, and is it worthwhile? Is it bringing us pleasure, what we're giving to others and how we're interacting with them? And this one's asking us to become mindful of our moments, our sensuality with the world. But you make your own affirmation. I think it's really important that you claim this journey as your own. It's just a part of the whole picture. It's about what you want, where you're going, and becoming intentional on that path. So take time to write down your affirmation in a place where you can reflect on it in the day. And put your attention as you go through the day on those interactions and sensations in your own body and how you are interacting with the world, both in a physical, emotional, and spiritual way. I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Short and sweet. I bless you with a good day. Claim your journey. Make it yours. Take steps that are intentional and focused. And enjoy today. Find the beauty. See the beauty around you. And when you find it, savor it. When you find good interactions and you feel good in that interaction, savor it. Take time to really just feel about it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.